What's up, Jamily? This is JamiroFan2000 here with yet another episode of the Jamiroquai Minute. All the latest Jamiroquai news in less than 1 minute, so let's get right into it. As you can tell by the big grin on my face, there's some really good news happening, so let's get right into it. Jamiroquai lead singer JK made a surprise guest appearance on the Coming Around Again podcast, and the podcast basically covers all pop news that's happening in the pop mainstream. This happened, and it just so happens in this episode of the podcast, they were covering the 20th anniversary of the groundbreaking music video from Jamiroquai for Virtual Insanity, and its nomination it had back in 1997 at the MTV Video Music Awards. Well, JK made an appearance on this podcast talking about the past, about how Virtual Insanity came to be. Him and Johnny and Jonathan Glacier came up with the music video concept, how Toby Smith and JK sat down and wrote this very forth-thinking song, the origin of this song and the music video. But what was most interesting in this podcast was at the end of the podcast episode, JK said, wait for it, that Jamiroquai is coming back to the United States on tour. Yes, I am not kidding you. JK explicitly said that Jamiroquai is planning on coming back to the United States to tour. He did not give a date on when or time frame for when Jamiroquai will be bringing the Automaton tour here to the United States, but this is exciting news. So the chances of Jamiroquai coming here would probably be around maybe mid-2018. I'm still going by my prediction of mid-2018, but please, when do you think Jamiroquai is going to be coming to the United States for the Automaton tour? Leave your predictions in the YouTube comment section of this video down below. But the podcast is available for free download and live music streaming. So if you want to check out this podcast for yourself, it's a great 30-minute interview with JK reflecting on Virtual Insanity and the 20th anniversary, which took place on September 4th, was the 20th anniversary of the Virtual Insanity music video and its absolute domination at the Video Music Awards at MTV. I put a link to the Billboard article about this podcast episode, and I put a link to Podbean, and Podbean is a website that is a third-party website, so you can download all your podcasts, audio, or you can watch them live on the site. So I put links to both of those links for that episode of the Coming Around Again podcast in the description of this video down below, so be sure to check it out. And if I hear any more about concerning the Jamiroquai US tour, I will surely pass it on to you here on the JamiroFan2000 YouTube channel. So as I said about a few months ago during the heyday, during the busy time of Jamiroquai's Automaton album promotions and the tour, exciting times. And as always, this is JamiroFan2000, and I'll see you again really soon with another Jamiroquai Minute. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.